Morning and welcome our geography online lecture. Hope you all are happy and enjoying our lecture. We are learning lesson number 4, air pressure. In the previous lecture, we learned about temperature zone and pressure belt and planetary winds. Today we are going to learn new topics. The name is isobars. Before start our new lesson, new chapter, please open your textbook, page number 19. What is the meaning of isobar? Isobars, the line that joins the places of equal pressure on the map is called isobar. Look at this figure 4.3. Here are many lines and these lines are called isobar. Isobar means the lines which are joined together, which are joined the places of equal pressure on the map. For example, look at here. These are the lines which are joined together and they are isobars. All lines are called isobars. Okay. Observe the map given above and study the distribution of air pressure. Consider the following points. Let's see what points are there. We can clear it. The first is nature of the isobar. The line that join the places of equal pressure on the map is called an isobar. It is called the nature of the isobar. They are equal pressure on the map and these lines join the places. These are called the isobars. Now let's see the next is high and low pressure belt and their latitudinal position. So the latitudinal position, look at here. The latitudinal position of high pressure belt is between, look at here, this is equator, between 25 degree to 35 degree north hemisphere. It is between 25 degree to 35 degree parallels and between 80 degree to 90 degree parallels in both hemisphere. Here also 25 degree to 35 degree south hemisphere and 80 degree to 90 degree south hemisphere parallel. These are the in the both hemisphere. This is the latitudinal position of high pressure belt. Now let's see low pressure belt. The latitudinal position of low pressure belt is between 0 degree, this is 0 degree to 5 degree north hemisphere and 0 degree to 5 degree south hemisphere. These are the parallels and between 75 degree north to 65 degree north hemisphere and here down in southern 55 degree to 65 degree southern hemisphere. This parallel in the both hemisphere. This is the latitudinal position of lower pressure belt. Now let's see the next. The direction of isobar and distance between successive isobars over ocean and continent. Let's see how the isobars are there over the ocean and continent. In the northern hemisphere, the proportion of land is comparatively greater. If you can notice, this is 0 degree. It is equator. And this part is called north hemisphere, this part is called southern hemisphere. If you can notice, in the north hemisphere there are more continents. Look at this, more places occupied by continent. Continent means land, it is greater. As it affects, most of the isobar are in southwest to the northeast direction over the continent. Similarly, the direction between isobar varies over the continental area and so the isobar run zigzag over continental area. See, the isobars are not the straight, that line is not the straight, they are in zigzag way. Zigzag means like this way. They are in zigzag way in the northern hemisphere. On the other hand, in the southern hemisphere, the proportion of water or ocean is comparatively greater. See, in the southern hemisphere, we can see more water is there and ocean area is there occupied, and continents are less. So, as its effect, the isobars over ocean run in east-west direction, similarly straight. That isobars run straight, and similarly the distance between the isobars is fairly constant over the ocean, and so isobars are fairly parallel to the latitudinal lines over ocean. Now the next is comparison of the isobars in the northern and the southern hemisphere. Isobar in the northern hemisphere run zigzag and they are not parallel to the latitudinal lines. See, this is equator, and in the northern hemisphere the isobars are not run parallel, they are run zigzag and they are not the parallel to the latitudinal lines. On the other hand, isobar in the southern hemisphere run almost straight and they are fairly parallel to the latitudinal line. So this was explanation of distribution of annual average pressure in the world. Now let's see the next. See, I told you the air pressure at sea level is measured in millibars. So air pressure is measured in unit of millibars. For this, an instrument called barometer is used. Barometer, and this, the air pressure at the earth's surface is measured with this instrument. This is the instrument. This instrument is called barometer. Okay, so air pressure we can measure. The instrument name is barometer, in barometer. Okay, the next is, always keep it in remember, all things in and on the earth stay earthbound because of the earth's gravity. This includes air, which is in gaseous form. Due to the earth's gravity, air is pulled to the earth's surface, and that is why air pressure is maximum at sea level. Note that air exerts pressure on everything and everyone, including us. It is believed that the weight on the air column on any one person's head amount to 1000 kg. All of you know that air is occupied with air pressure or atmosphere, and atmosphere is made of air. So every person and everything's person's head amount to 1000 kg air pressure. Okay, so today we'll stop here, and today's your homework, that figure 4.3, distribution of annual average pressure in the world. This figure you draw in your notebook. You can use the trace paper also. Draw it, at least you will understand the isobars line. This is the main important intention behind it, and today we'll stop it here, and thank you so much.